Hi everyone, welcome to March's update from Gaia. So I'd just like to invite you all into just a few seconds of peace. Just actually focusing in and mentioning the word peace or love or loving peace actually brings that to you. So what we focus on, our attention is really, really important because we fill our fields of life force with it and then we emit it. So I am wishing you peace and love this day and always. So Gaia's message is interesting for March. She says it's all about, I've written it down, your self-proclaimed power. So there's our banner sentence for this particular month, March 2026, self-proclaimed power. And as always, I was like, yeah, well, okay, what does proclaimed mean? The dictionary says it announces officially or publicly. So Gaia is saying it's time for you to announce officially by yourself, with yourself, what your power stands for. What is it your power stands for? And the meaning of the word power just basically said the ability to act in a certain way. So let's get clear this month about what you stand for. What do you represent? What does your power represent? And what are you proclaiming to the world? Because even if you don't actually stand and talk about that, you're still emitting that frequency out into the world. So it's still a contribution from you. So to get some clarity about what you stand for is amazing and really helpful and really beneficial for you and the world. So self-proclaimed power. And the main one she wants you to fill the gaps in with is love. There are many different things happening in the world at the moment, and people are being offered several different pathways, timelines, shifts in nature herself. And she says this can lead to quite a lot of confusion and wishes for things to be different. But if you come back into love, into your community, into your vibes, your people, your loving self, that'll help keep you steady and your own sovereignty protected. She's also saying that she used the word shards of light. She said, even at the darkest of times, there are going to be from the universe shards of light. And she says it's going to affect people in different ways, but basically it's a really powerful, good thing. So you might find that you're taking photographs and the light on the camera has a slightly different hue or a different feel to it, or maybe different colours, more pastel colours. Take notes of that. Have a connection with it for a moment rather than just moving to the next thing. Breathe it in, because there are gifts of shards of light that are coming through to us to enable us to keep clear in our process this month, really keeping clear. For many years when we've been chatting here, and I've been putting up YouTube videos on all different topics for years now, and there's a consistent theme, and we come back to love at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day and in the middle. But change is inevitable, and change is happening all of the time, in peaceful times and non-peaceful times. But the change within you is something you can have a say over. You can actually incorporate in your life. You can make some choices consciously for your subconscious to help you achieve. So yeah, she's calling for clarity this month. Get clear on what your own self self-proclaimed power is, and watch out for those shards of light that are very enabling, that bring aha moments, that bring a surge of power of wanting to do something and move forward, and having nothing get in the way of achieving that loving intent. Okay, so if you keep reminding me, and would you share in the comments field about, you know, what your self-proclaimed power comes up with. But I always want to try and share a card with you in this pack. And this is for the whole month. This is the Sacred Forest by Denise Linn. So, okay, so this is for everybody, all of us as a community. And it's Earth Spirit. And she's asking us to focus on stability. Oh, and there's two lovely swans there at the bottom, and lantern lights and butterflies, meaning new beginnings. Bed of moss. So focus on stability. You know, even if you just sort of meditate for a few minutes each day for the rest of this month, inviting stability, loving stability into your life, you can make a huge difference. Also, what I'm going to start including in these videos to complete and end with it is some good news. Okay, so I watch the Sam Bentley channel on Instagram, and he's always got something every month on there. And one of them was about swifts. I have a personal love of bird life, and they bring me great joy. And I was a little bit concerned about swifts because they've made the red endangered list, but it's mostly because, you know, they need a small gap in the roofs really of buildings to be able to get through and make all that big journey to come to Britain to nest. And what's just happened, which I think is lovely, and go Scotland on this. Scotland has passed a bill to say that every single new build has to have a swift brick put in it somewhere. And this is, you don't need to upkeep it or do anything with it, but basically it's an opening for rare species of bird now to come and nest and have a home to go to and raise their little ones. So go Scotland for doing that, and let's hope other countries follow. Lots of love. Bye for now.